necessary to you. But as for right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue from the save I started yesterday. So, here we go. Go. See if you can hear me now. This is actually using one of the laptop's default microphones because the broadcasting software doesn't like to pick up the Turtle Beach's microphone. I don't know what's up with that. But let me know if you can hear me now or better, or if it's not good enough. I will continue to roam the house for a moment to give us time to adjust. You can hear it. Okay, there we go. So that's a little bit better, right? Sounds good. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started then. So this is our house. This is day 3. The nights seem to get progressively more dangerous. And I've only seen up till about day 8, day 9-ish. So this is our house. This is our base of operations for right now. If you look, you can see in the gray, everything's all rooty, but then when I actually look, the roots disappear. So essentially, this light is not an actual light I'm broadcasting. This is our field of view. Whatever's in our field of view, we can see, obviously. But everything that's grayed out, we can't see. So if there's a monster right behind me to the left right now, I would not know until it was within kissing distance. So yeah, overhead point of view is kind of strange, right? It's one of the things that makes it unique. However, I like it. It also makes it a little bit less intense horror-wise. I was looking up the difference between horror and terror, and it turns out I hate horror and I love terror. Terror is like the fear, the suspense that builds up inside of you. Horror is you saw something scary and the image like stays with you in your head. So that's the difference, and I'm more of a terror fan. We have some planks, we have some nails. We need those every single night for my strategy. I explain my strategy and Let's Play videos. When I post that, you can hear that at length. But I have a pretty sound defensive strategy. I'll put some boards up that I don't need. It's my backup weapon. We're going to take this gasoline. We're going to go ahead and put that in the generator. Alright, and we're going to get started. So this gentleman here is the trader. I introduced him in the second episode, so I'm not going to bother to introduce him, but he's essentially the guy that rescued us from the doctor. I boarded up all the exits to the house except for this hole in the wall. There's no way to board up this hole in the wall. You just kind of have to put up with it. So I put a wardrobe in the way. Stop dragging. And this is the outside. So the world looks real dark and dreary here. This is daylight. I swear to God, this is daylight. Doesn't seem like it, but it is. So switch off that generator. Don't want to be wasting my fuel. I'll put a little bit of this gas in this generator. Okay, that gets rid of the gas can, freeing up an inventory slot. Here we go. So this is actually exactly where I cut off episode 2. I'm basically going to do an episode per day, because a day lasts about 20 minutes. It's a nice digestible size. Goals for today's episode. Today's stream, I guess, the 3rd episode if I was still doing an episodic series. We're going to go over to those burned houses and see what for. I can sprint. There's a sprint feature, and if you sprint along this little grungy path, it doesn't take as much stamina, so we're going to do so. I ran into a creature, a monster, or whatever you want to call it, yesterday that I had never seen before. And that's got me a little bit shaky. So stop sprinting now that I know I'm approaching the right area. Generally southeast to the burnt houses. Okay, I feel like we should be creeping up on it. Okay, I hear a dog crying. Hear multiple dogs crying. Looks to be a dead dog here. Dead dog called dead dog. It's a little bit on the nose, don't you think, developers? Drop it. Cook up the scrap metal. Uh-oh, dog barking. Let's grab our weapon. Okay, burnt house. Yeah, this is the burnt house. So there's dogs in this burnt house, which we're aware of. We're gonna fight them. Killed one. Actually, I had to kill him once. I said something and he bit me. But I killed them both. The two dogs that we've seen thus far. It's got meat on it, so meat can be used as like baits. You can throw it at different things and hope it goes for the meat instead of you. But I've had literally no success with it. So if you look, that dog, it's very blurry. It's because we have like short range of vision. But we'll go ahead and go up to it and begin killing it. Trust me, they will attack you. Some sort of monster that loves killing animals. They sneak up behind you and attack you at like the worst possible moment. I keep hearing footsteps. The atmosphere to this game is incredible. Okay. It's like some slimy moving around. Can I open this door? No? I can't. Okay, so looking around, seems to be clear. Some mushrooms over here, and I can actually harvest the mushrooms. Those are used to level up, so mushrooms are real important to gather up. So I've gathered those. Look, more mushrooms. It's really useful. Note from the burned house. I know they're there. I hear them laughing. They're behind the trees. Can't get through by myself. The trees grow back too fast. So basically, there's kind of like an apocalyptic setting where trees have outgrown everything and isolated everyone from society, from each other. God, my weapon, which is just a board with nails in it, is rather heavily damaged. Need to get a new weapon here. There's a dog in there. You can see me through the windows. Probably running out and around. He is. God, I'm like a dog murderer. Okay. Lucille. Let me know your first impressions of the game. Obviously, you've only seen like 2-3 minutes of it, but I'm really curious about your insight of this game. This is not that game I recommended to you last week, but it is a game I considered recommending to you because I'm kind of curious about your input. So we got some stuff, and I could definitely take a trip back to the house, but this burnt house hasn't been as fruitful as I was hoping it was going to be. Some gasoline here and a tire. Definitely going to take the gasoline, probably in place of the flares. From what I've seen of the game, flares never really become useful. And we'll put the tire in my quick bar. There's no reason to have the tire on the quick bar, it's just an inventory slot that I'm fulfilling. Some rope here, place to pick it up. Okay, so we've explored the burnt house pretty much to completion. 4 dogs here that we had to murder to death. We're gonna run back home, deposit our loots And look, there's mushrooms on the ground. These are not those mushrooms I was harvesting earlier. It's a different variety. These are poisonous, and they explode into a poisonous gas when you step on them. The thing is, you can't see them unless you look at them. So you have to look where you're going. You can't strafe, you can't backpedal, because you will take poison damage. And it's pretty significant poison damage at that. There's another tractor that I've searched before. Maybe it's on my map. It is on my map. I am just southeast of the house. Here we go. So I had it pulled up on my phone so I can spectate a little bit. And the delay is only about 20 seconds between what is live happening and when it's on stream. So I can actually respond relatively quickly. Still seems to be about midday. I don't want to waste long periods of time inside of my house during daylight hours because this is like our opportunity to get shit done. So I'm going to put scrap metal up, alcohol up, rags up, staff we're going to keep. I'm going to put away the destroyed torch, the tire, and the pills. This leaves me about 5 inventory slots. I'm going to repair my weapon right quick before I go out and about. Sweet. Okay. It's very hard to judge time of day. It's part of it's just part of it that you gotta deal with. Do I have some bandages on me? I do. I'm gonna put some bandages in one of my quick slots as well as a torch, just in case I need it. I had a secondary goal last night, but I was kind of playing at wit's end, and that definitely reflects in the footage. I don't quite recall what I was doing goal-wise. I knew I wanted to do the burnt house, but I had a secondary goal, and that's what I don't remember. I don't remember the secondary goal. Okay, I can go along this little brook. It's pretty dark back here. I'm going to pull out the torch. There we go. See a little bit better. The music took a very ominous shift. I don't know how much that picks up on the stream, but trust me, it's creepy. Flares, small caliber magazine. That's what I use. I hear a dog barking, but it's kind of crying too. Move this wardrobe out of my way. Try to move it out of my way. Wound up moving it kind of in my way. And when you're in these dark sections, you really can't tell time of day at all. So that's like adding to the danger. So now I can see a little bit better. There's a corpse over this way, which I can't seem to get to. Let me see if I can whack through this. I can't. I cannot whack through there. Is there another route? Not that I know of. Okay, so that's a little bit disappointing. That generator is about to run out of fuel. I didn't really get anything. There's like a fire axe you can build, you can use, and maybe I need that to chop through just a little bit so I can maneuver. Move this wardrobe. God, this thing is like pinning my movement so bad. Bottleneck effect is real. Okay, let me. Okay, so I've destroyed my weapon, and I didn't get through the fucking thing. This is a nightmare. Luckily I do have a backup weapon. It's less effective. It is a weapon, so I'll grab that backup weapon, I guess. Still try to maneuver my way through here. So, like, in game time, it's been like 2 hours I've been stuck there. Hold on. Like, what the fuck, man? I am wedged back here. I am actually famous to my wife for getting stuck in video games. I have like a immeasurable talent for it. Again, the lights of the generator died. I don't know if that's because it ran out of gas or supernatural reasons. But I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Not too much because I'm scared, but more because I don't know where else to explore back. Oh, dog. Ooh, it's a big boy too. Come here. That's right. Dead fucking dog. Okay. He spooked me a bit. I was not expecting him. But I don't really know where further to explore back there. And beyond that, I can't really tell daytime when I'm in the woods. And being stuck outside of your home at night is instantaneous death. So I really want to avoid that. It can't handle flames. I don't quite understand what you're suggesting here, Luke. Checking around this blue line right quick. Okay. In the end, I need to double back home and kind of settle down for the night. I still have a little bit of daylight, and I don't want to, like, waste that potential. So if I can fill up my inventory with some random shit and bring it back, I'm going to do that. Stop killing the dogs. I am not trying to kill the dogs are trying to kill me. I show some remorse in episode 2, killing dogs, because that's like the first enemy you ever fight, and you fight quite a few of them. But they're savages, man. They attack us from behind them. Oh shoot, we are streaming, and I am full of excuses. I'm like the king of excuses. My weapon's damaged. It's my last weapon. We're probably about 30 in-game minutes away from the house, so I don't want to travel too much further. It's only lagging right here because it's loading in a new chunk where I've never been before. Another burnt house? There's more than one burnt house? There's more than one burnt house. But this one's the barrier between us and a new area. So that's where we need to go for story, if that's someone's humming. I'm running because that miss is attacking. I don't know if you can pick up on that. Okay, miss, lost heart, and turned back. Yeah, that's my wife humming. Yeah, humming.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you, and I was like avoiding an area because humming started, and it's you. And you're fine. It's not a problem. I'm just commenting on. This is not our house, is it? Whose house is this? Fuck. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is the underground entrance. Okay, so this has some story purposes. I don't think I need to be here right now. But in the prologue, we were here, and I know here soon we return there, but I don't think it's quite that time yet. You may have noticed my field of view's color changed slightly. This is an indication of daytime. This is how subtle your indication of approaching night is. My vision's changed color a little bit. I need to go straight west. Grab this right quick. So I'm gonna hurry on home. I did get a little bit of gasoline, but ultimately I didn't make too much progress tonight. Tomorrow we will patch ourselves up and head towards the far right side, clear the far right side, and maybe the maze. And then we've basically explored all of our starting area. So that's It's not completion, but that's enough progress to start doing our first favor for the Wolfmen. You guys missed the introduction of the Wolfmen, but Wolfman is a friendly sorts that gave us some advice when we first woke up here in the woods. And, yeah. Okay, so you see it's gone red. That is like your warning. It is about to be nighttime. So I'm gonna drag this dresser front of that doorway. Alright. I'm gonna actually do something that I maybe should have done earlier. I'm gonna go to the stove and I'm gonna burn up all these mushrooms right before they rot. My timing's great. Okay, so this is the level up thing. You use mushrooms, odd meat, and a couple other things to level up. You fill this needle and you inject yourself with it. That's because you've previously been injected with this thing in the prologue. And it gives you abilities, but it gives you abilities and a detriment. So the detriment is staying in dark areas at night is dangerous to me. But I can choose one of 4 perks. I've already chosen my perk, which is going to be Eagle Eye, the ability to see further, makes my vision less blurry. So I'm going to choose that, but just for your sake, there's also Moth once a day, able to heal myself by staying next to an electric light source. That light source has to be on, so you're basically trading gasoline for health. Navigator once a day, I'm able to learn my current location on the map. Fucking stupid. And mushroom healing. I will be able to heal myself by eating the mushrooms that you use for experience. Fucking stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and confirm, get that in. Use these mushrooms too. You have to use mushrooms before they rot. It is basically nighttime. So here we go. This is where we lock up for the night. I am going to barricade this door. Come on, Tyler. Barricade. I don't have time for this shit. Okay, there we go. Barricade. Put some boards up on that door. I'm going to repair my weapon and stuff before I give you guys the lowdown on night. Because I explained night in episode 1, but I will go ahead and kind of re-explain it just to keep you guys on the page, same page. So I got bandages, I got a staff, and a torch on my person. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a chain trap, put up my gasoline. There's movement in my house already, I hear it. I'm going to use this bandage, heal myself up a little bit. Because those dogs fucking bit me. Grab this chain trap. And I'm going to put it in front of this window. Okay. So here's our setup for night. I got 2 light sources in here, 2 lamps. And then barricaded window, barricaded window, barricaded door, barricaded door. So I am completely locked in here. There's no way in. There's also no way out. So if something gets inside here with me, I have to fight it to the death. There's no saving grace. This is my do or die. If I allow something in here, I have to kill it. Yeah, so horror, you probably wouldn't think bird's eye view. I'm with you on that. The game developers call it on the Steam page a horror game, a horror RPG, and thus I refer to it as a horror RPG. The horror aspects are kind of in its story, but also you're missing out on a good chunk of the horror because you can't hear the atmosphere noises. Like right now, there's walking outside, and it's not friendly walking. No one's skipping outside. There's footsteps throughout my house. I hear someone's inside my home. These lights are running off of my generator, which I've fueled with gasoline. Some things are smart enough to turn off your generator, though. Okay, I hear a heartbeat. lights are dimming. I am literally in a corner of my house, completely walled in, holding a board with nails in it as a weapon, already prepped to swing, trying to keep my field of view showing me the entrances of the room. I want to go home. Do you see that? Someone in my house is saying I want to go home. There's a lot of things that can happen at night. It starts off sort of passive. There's minimal events in night 2, but my night 1 had some events. Someone broke into my house on night 1. And the generator goes out on one of those nights as well. I think it's night 1. So I had a very eventful night 1. But night 2 was pretty passive, which tells me that night 3 tonight is going to be eventful. I would like to make bandages, just... Oh. I hope you guys can hear that on stream. I know this is not like exhilarating gameplay. I'm literally standing in the corner of my home, wielding a weapon in between sets of lights and barricaded doors. But I am more well prepared than the YouTubers I've watched. This is what I'm talking about. Eliminate unnecessary risks. Because the game's going to be plenty difficult all on its own. You don't have to add to the difficulty of the game. Don't have to make it easier for the monsters. But we are almost through this night. When we get a watch, we can tell the time, and that helps me a lot. I like being able to tell the time. It's a mental thing, it's a placebo thing, but it helps me. Yes, spooky sounds indeed. So this is only night 3. We are like an hour into the gameplay. It's probably about a 20-hour game. So it starts off a little bit passive. Something's right outside that window. And some things in my house in this little entryway over here. You might hear a little bit of humming. It's going to get louder and louder. That is daylight coming. It makes a sound. Thank God. Allow us to continue progressing through the... But just because you hear the hum does not mean you're through the night. Sometimes that's when things go all crazy. But I think we got one. Cool. Night 3, literally 0 events all night. Nothing happened the entire night. It's our first night where nothing ever happened. So very uneventful and boring. I apologize. So right now time is frozen. This is indicated by the watch at the top left. And if you highlight it, it says time freeze. Time is frozen. So this gives me an opportunity to set up for the day, to get my shit together and settle down before I progress and go through all the same stresses again. So I'm going to take this gasoline because there's basically no purpose in hoarding gasoline. You either want it in your generator or you want it in your saw. Otherwise it's not doing you any good. I'm going to make some bandages on my workbench over here. And I'm going to make some more bandages, and then I'm going to stash some on the workbench. Oh, it stays in the same inventory slot. Never mind. I'm going to put up this empty bottle. I'm going to keep some planks and nails on me. I'm really low on nails. I'm going to buy some nails today. I'm going to put up the small caliber magazine as well as some scrap metal. Put up the flares. Flares are useless, actually. Let me take these flares back. I'm going to sell them. Okay. So, I think we're ready to get started. So, damage on the house through the night, literally none. Our 4 barricaded entrances are pretty well set up. Still got the chain trap in front of this window. The lamp is still in front of this door. And this lamp and stool are still in front of that window. So this is like the least guarded entrance. But the thing is, this is my entrance and exit to the house every day. So if I board this up with tons of traps, I then have to dismantle them, and you don't get all your resources back. You lose resources every time you do that. For example, I'm about to dismantle this barricaded door because I'm ready to leave for the day, and I don't get my resources back for dismantling it. So the materials I used barricading it are just gone, wasted. So every day I've been barricading that, so every day I'm wasting resources, but it's part of my defensive strategy. This is the trader. He appears in our house every day, and he has some opportunities for us to trade and sell and barter with him, and he offers a vast variety of equipment. Let's take a look. So he's got mushrooms, which I usually buy. I don't think I'm going to buy it today because I'm not close to a level up. He's got a watch. It has to be held on your person, but it gives you a clock on display. So you know when night's coming, you know when dawn's coming. A shovel blade and an axe blade, both used for weapons. Those weapons appear to have multiple purposes, but I'm not positive. Flashlight, wire, boards. So I'm going to buy some nails, first of all, because we're low on them. I'm going to buy 10 nails, and we have enough planks to barricade the door. I'm not really worried about it. I also buy weapon parts, shotgun shell, small cut caliber magazines, tubular magazines, barrels, handgun frame, bolt handle. Getting a gun seems like in-game content, but it seems like important in-game content. We're definitely going to work towards that. Fabric is used to increase your inventory size. Seems rather important to me. That being said, I don't really have the luxury of 450 value of things, so I can't really get it off of them even if I want to. So other than that, we're not going to buy anything. Every day, the trader respects you more for living through the night, and you get free reputation off of him because he respects you more. He will give you a couple things for free or whatnot. You can stash that up with currency, but only with him. That's not. You can't get respect with him and then go trade the Wolfman. That's not how that works. So I'm done here. You might have seen the show item option. That is a thing. You can show them items that you find in the world. Certain specific items, not. What the fuck? We need to get away from here. Oh my god. This is during the day. What the fuck was that? It hurt me. Hitting him hurt me. Okay. God damn, I've never seen something like that in your house during the day. Okay. I guess you're never really safe. Okay, so since time's still frozen, we do have a moment management. I'm worried our generator's running, but also time's frozen, so I don't know if that counts against me or not. What's our goals? So this is the Silent Forest. This is where we're supposed to go next. The Wolfman told us to make it through the Silent Forest to prove our worth to him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head south and I'm going to follow this wall. I'm going to explore along this edge, hopefully discover something. If I don't, I'm going to begin crossing into the Silent Forest. But hopefully I do. Okay. I think we're on our way, gentlemen. So, first things first, turn off your generator. Both YouTube Let's Players that I watched play this game forgot to turn off their generators at daytime and wasted gallons of gasoline, and it bit them in the ass. So I've been really diligent at not doing just that. There's gas in here, and I think that's enough gas to make it through another night, but it's definitely cutting it close. So here we go. I said the strategy was to head south and follow the perimeter. I'm gonna hop this border to my house. Time's gonna start again, and here we go. Tomorrow we might buy the watch off of him, just because it gives me a lot of peace of mind and allows me to more effectively utilize my time, knowing what time of day it is. Okay, so here's a crate. Crates are filled with good loots. We've seen this previously, actually, but I forgot about it. And you have to use a lockpick, which I have one on my person, to unlock this. So if you try to search it, it'll tell you it's locked. We're going to use the lockpick, open it up. Pills here, 9-volt battery, gasoline. I needed that gasoline, matchsticks, scrap metal. Gonna take it all with us and continue on. So you've had a very uneventful night 1, but just very first impressions. And you guys did miss the story of the game, because we're starting on day 3. I guess I could have started a new game for you guys, but at the same time I already kind of invested my personal time into that, so I'll probably just post the Let's Play at some point. It is recorded, and it doesn't really require editing. I'm going to keep it pretty unedited. Cyrus interrupts 3 times in that video, and I'm going to cut out 2 of those interactions, but I'll leave 1. And then otherwise it's going to be pretty unedited. So I'm following this south edge just to see if there's anything here. Bear trap. Bear trap's not really what I meant by anything here. Just loot-wise, place-wise, see if there's anything of value or interest around here. Someone's walking towards me. It's a moose. Fuck off, moose. So I just lured that moose into some... Oh shit, you can hit me through there. I thought I was outsmarting it, and clearly I wasn't. Camp! 4 dogs. Oh, I'm sprinting. This is looking bad. There's a house over here. Is this one of the houses I explored? I'm sure it is. Yes, this is the burnt house I explored. Where I had to kill all those dogs. I'm gonna take these flares. I don't really want them, but maybe I can sell them. And I am pretty heavily wounded, so we're gonna apply some bandages and heal up. Oh shit, I accidentally used both bandages. Brief hesitation, I apologize. Okay, here we go. So, I still kind of want to see what's on the south edge of this. Not just wasted the last of my bandages, but I had interest. Okay, that's the camp. There's dogs in that camp. And there is a maze down here. I think we can explore the maze. Wedding. Okay. Hey, look at that. That was an absolutely straight shot through the wedding. Okay, so this dog's like leashed back here. Oh shit! Did it just break its leash? No, it just got significantly further on its leash than previously. Bad doggo. Name your corpse. Okay. So let's explore this area a little bit. I didn't expect it to open up like this. This is kind of more than what I bargained for yet. But regardless, we're here now, so ominous noises coming from the south. Seems to be nothing I can do with this farming equipment. Can't see so well in here. Now I hear a dog crying. It's not that dog I just killed, it's just that I definitely killed dog. Light my torch. There's a well over here to the left. Let's stick to a wall so we can examine. An old wagon decorated with colorful ribbons and flowers covered with white tissue paper. Okay, so someone had a wedding here. That's nice. Who doesn't love a good wedding? I hear movement. It's coming from here. Ooh, well, it already has a code on it. But that's not the right code. Okay. Tried to mantle that because there's a mantling button, but it didn't allow me to mantle it. Tables here, chair here. I'm beginning to feel, ooh, that was weird, the ground morphed beneath my feet. Did you guys see that? I'm beginning to feel like I'm wasting my time because I haven't even gotten loot from being over here. Just nothing. Lots and lots of nothing. I certainly wasted some torchlight. There's blood on that table. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm wasting time. Daylight. I'm sure there's something here, some purpose to the area, but I certainly don't see any. It does me no good to waste a full day exploring something that is really nothing to explore. Dogs are over here. Do I take them on? I kind of feel like I do. So if I don't, they're going to run me off with it. Let's see if they'll chase me. Wait, not with the torch, not with the torch. I'm wasting torchlight. Come here, doggo. He's walking towards me. Here. Here I make my stand. Better or worse. Oh shit. In real life, if wolves get you out in the open, you're fucking dead. You need to cut them off, use your intellect, get high ground, cut your angles. Two of them are dead. Fucking bit me on the arm, half health. They're both one hit, approximately. Four dead dogs. In this little camp, I'm gonna access my inventory. Set up that staff. I don't have any skills to use, that's facts. There's meat in the pot. Just got meat off of the dogs. I don't know if Ryan was here when I said this, but meat pretty much seems useless. Rags, wires. Battery running low. Ooh, 5%. That's really bad. Okay, so we're just going to pause it right here. And I'm going to go run for the charger. I'll be right back. makes our yard mud, the less ants will be in it. So look at the bright sides. Get myself a beer. Okay, we've returned. Got a beer. So I was up and about. Might as well grab a beer, right? 5 o'clock somewhere. Can I get some cheers in the sense? Okay. So, this thing seems to be functional. So I might post it on Facebook. I don't know. I'm tempted to just get some free views, I suppose. Okay, very simple post. No one's going to click on it, but that way I can at least say I put it out. Maybe I'll get a 4th viewer. Cheers, Ryan. See, I appreciate you. Alright, I'm going to drink and we'll get back at it. Alright, let's go. So, we don't know how much of our daylight we wasted, but we are very aware that we've wasted some daylight exploring that wedding that we actually didn't get any loot at. So we got a little bit of time here. I'm gonna go rest by this tree. I keep hitting escape. That's right. I have enough rags to make a bandage, so I'm gonna make a bandage. I'm gonna use said bandage, heal up a little bit. Okay. And healing is kind of like hardcore mode in Fallout New Vegas, or I think Fallout 4 naturally, where it's over time, it's not instant. So, getting tangled up in my charger here. So, you kind of have to heal outside of combat to really appreciate the full heal and give it time to take effect, or you can heal if you can barricade yourself and get like a moment's respite, but it's not really great for middle of combat healing. Some sort of clearing over here. Okay. Here, dog. A little bit anxious after I lost that much HP to a couple months. South, just because this area seems kind of open. Here's what's down here. Surely this doesn't lead back to the wedding area, right? That dog's close. Where are you, mutt? God, PETA and animal abuse activists would have a heyday with me right now. Switching to the staff, it's a weaker weapon. However, it's got slightly longer reach and it's undamaged. Good, logs. Okay. So, get some logs and some nails here. Oh shit, I didn't mean to drop that. I think I dropped that. I did drop that. Pick those up. I can't. I need these for my daily defenses just because of my system. Other people don't do my system, but other people have bigger problems at night than I do. So I'm proud of my approach. Pretty dark over here. Don't think it's about to be nighttime just yet. It's lagging a bit because it's loading in a new chunk. Okay. I feel like I can get up through these woods a little bit. Ooh, I can't. Entrance to the silent forest. Okay. So, progress, right? Here's the thing. I know our day is almost up, and we are not ready for, like, prolonged conflict. Don't really have the time for a full exploration of the area. So I just kind of want to get some bearings here. Something's in the woods with me. We're gonna have to hightail it home. Double time here somehow. Killed that bug. You can pick up its shell. People buy it. Oh shit! You see that fucking chair in there moving? Someone's talking. Turn on the lights. Okay. Save that generator power. Okay, so there's a swarm on the floor, and we need fire to kill that swarm. I do have a torch, but I don't have much use of the torch, and there's also darkness around here. So I'm gonna come back with a brand new torch tomorrow with a full clock of time to explore, and we'll get over to the silent forest, the second area. So the first area is just, like the first area of every game. It just allows you to get your bearings, get used to the game mechanics, and get the general idea of the game. And I think it does that well. Fucking get down! Right off. Dead dog. Hey, look, rabbit, I think. Or something. So we're doubling back home, drop off some resources, prepare for the night. So I think the night's about here. The thing is, we are running very low on gasoline, so we have to move on. We don't have enough resources to sustain ourselves indefinitely. It's starting to sprint because my field of view is changing colors, and I'm not too sure where my house is in relation to my position. Okay. Broken tractor just east of our house. Okay, so here we are. We've made it home. I'm gonna put gasoline in our generator right quick. We do seemingly have enough for the night, but I'm a little bit paranoid. Wrong button. And that'll get us through the night for sure. Switch on. Here we go. Okay, so gotta move our wardrobe back in the way. Gotta repair my weapons, get them all set up. Close this door. Oh, with me inside of it, hopefully. Go in the room, make sure no one's waiting for us in here. Okay, barricade. Okay. So if I wanted to make an emergency run to my oven, I could not at this point. I'm going to stash these pills, stash the 9-volt, stash the single rag, because one rag at a time is not helpful at all. Scrap metal, flares, matchsticks. We don't really have much purpose for this. I'll take this plank, because it adds onto my stack. I'm going to repair. Well, I can't upgrade. I'm going to repair my board with nails. What do we need to upgrade? What if I wanted to upgrade my bench? Oh, it just takes planks. Okay, tomorrow we upgrade the workbench for sure. That's super easy requirements. I didn't realize it was that simple. Got some gasoline for the saw. Got a torch in case my lights go out. Got a weapon. Got 2 weapons. I feel a little bit more secure with that. I'll put that wire up. I don't really need it on my person right now. Could use some bandages. Don't have enough rags to make bandages.
Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to...
Yo. So I know the username. I'm not on right now. I have English. I can go ahead and send it to you. I will be on tonight. I'm sure to do that screen. Alright, I'll talk to you soon. Oh, I apologize for a second interruption. It really ain't bad in the grand scheme of things, 2 interruptions. Awesome.
No, what I was going to say is I'm a part of the team now. The guy came up and was like, be a part of the team. I was like, fuck it.
Can't hurt, right? I don't think. Okay. Now repositioning myself. So I'm sitting on a thing. I can't think of the term. For your feet, you're like sitting on a couch, so it rocks forward and backwards. So if I got too scared, I could actually fall directly on the back of my neck. I don't think that's like to happen though. Here we go. It's definitely nighttime. Got 2 weapons, got a torch. I have no bandage. I have no way to heal myself if things go awry. So, I guess we in it. Sorry, I was checking my phone. Shouldn't do that on stream. I'm a terrible person. Lucas is back. Not too sure why he left. Ryan was here the whole time. He's squad. Shane, ringing the bells on the Walk of Shame, Game of Thrones. Aaron's walking around my house again. I did put enough gas in the generator, but it will be close. So if there's certain things that like make your generator burn through gas extra fast, like I don't know, having 2 lamps on instead of 1, well then I'm definitely doing the wrong thing. But it might be at a steady rate. Hey guys, look, there's a light outside. Want to look through the window? What's out there? Well, red stuff. Never trust lights in the middle of the woods. That's actually a thing. That's a paranormal thing, I believe, in Puerto Rico. I could be wrong, where they see lights in the middle of the woods randomly. And what's interesting is that's like statistically one of the most believed in paranormal like sightings and events in the world. because apparently it's not like rumor there. It's like everyone's seen it, so everyone believes in it because it's like a fact of life. That light is still on. Like it's casting red light through there, but normal light over here. So that's casting red light through. It's clearly a magician casting the spell. Lucas does not feel compelled to answer. Asked him why he left. That's okay. We're just happy you're here. You fan. So I went out and there's like a hush over the house right now. Everything got quiet. There's normally like atmospheric sounds at all times at night. So my nights might be more uneventful than some other people's nights. But that's just because I've done a good job of securing my place. So I apologize for that. But originally when I was looking at playing this game, I was going to play it on hardcore, where you have limited lives. So I really wanted to not take unnecessary risks. I'm still kind of in that mindset. However, I wound up putting it on normal because hardcore tells you you have limited lives, but it does not tell you how many. So if it's 3, well, I'll probably die 3 times. If it's 5, I feel like I can manage that, but I can't say for sure, and I'd hate to be wrong and have to start from scratch. There's footsteps in the house. Oops, didn't mean to swap. Already I can hear the tag. Let's go ahead. Oh shit, what popped up at the bottom of the screen? What is that? Oh, that's the health in my barricade. Fuck you, bitch. What was that? Oh, I stepped in my own trap. I'm fucking retarded. Looking through the windows. And, that's the cost of my ignorance. Wasted a change. No big deal. 2 scrap. I can replace it. Big scare me. Did make me jump. This is night 4. So this begins day 4. Day 5, I'm sorry. And that's 2 uneventful nights in a row, which means hell is coming. And it's coming soon. That sound should be the trap releasing me? No? No, it wasn't. It's very lame. Lame-mo. Dude abandoned me when it got inconvenient for him. No, I probably got distracted. Probably had something going on. Guy's busy. He's got an actual life, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that chain trap right back up so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow night. And because time's frozen, this is our time to get our shit together, free of resources being time. So, we're gonna clean out our approach and whatnot. It's not square. I was originally trying to make it square, but I was getting frustrated with it not going where I wanted it to be. So I'm gonna put the wooden logs in my inventory because I'm gonna take it out to the saw. See, just 1 rag. That's not good enough. I got 2 wires. You need 2 wires to make a lockpick. So boom, make a lockpick. Hopefully that comes in handy. I also have the materials to make another torch. So I can make it either with alcohol or gasoline. I'm running out of gasoline, and we know that. So that's definitely a concern. So I don't know if I want to use gasoline. Alcohol is good late game. I think. Middle game, I should say. It's at least good middle game. But I'm going to go ahead and use that. So now we have a new torch. We have a total of 3 torches. I'm going to go ahead and bring these torches, the damaged ones, and we will finish them off. We will use the rest of them. So that's looking pretty good, minus the fact that I could use a consumable to heal myself with. I could use bandages or health pills. There's more than one type of pill in the game. One of them heals you, one of them gives you extra stamina. The ones I have stashed there are extra stamina. I don't see myself ever using extra stamina. That's something I would sell. So a bookshelf, wardrobe thing is still in the way. Trader's here, he's visiting. I'm gonna go check my bed again, because last time there was some dude sitting on my bed. Did my trap go off? My trap did go off. Ooh. I'm gonna close this door, because one of the creeps. Talk to the trader. He has no life in the bad sense. No life in the good sense. It's like time to devote to your friends and show them that you love them. Which for the most part, Lucas does. I'm just sharing. Okay, so I bought the 2 rags that's used for a bandage, and I could use a bandage. That does still leave me with like 300. It's enough for a watch. I don't know if I want the watch. It does help you minimize how much time you're wasting. It's just, I need so much of this shit, and the watch is not a part of that strategy. You lose money by making lockpicks. That's interesting. Because look, wire is valued at 30, but the lockpick, which takes 2 wires, only at 25. So, does he sell lockpicks? God, I keep accidentally clicking things. Does he sell lockpicks? He does not. But it'd be cheaper to buy a lockpick than to buy the materials to make your own lockpick. How much for the cans of gas? 68. Relatively valuable. You go ahead and buy another gas can, just in case I don't wind up finding one, and I do have to end my night here. I don't want that to be instant death. And my generators do not have enough fuel for another night. Okay, so let's look at our inventory. What time still frozen? Make that bandage. Okay. So we got some planks, we got some nails, we got 2 cans of gas, which I'll go ahead and put into things. The logs I'm gonna load into the saw. We got 3 torches. I'm gonna use 2 of them in the house that we're going to after this. So I feel like we're pretty well set. I'm gonna take the staff off of my immediate weapons, put some bandages on there, rearrange this, and then put a burnt torch on my quick bar as well. Actually, that's a lie. I'll put gasoline up there, so I'm gonna go ahead and put gasoline in my shit. Okay, let's do the wardrobe. So as long as I stay close to the house, there shouldn't be an issue with time resuming. Ooh, we actually did not burn as much gas in the chimney as I thought we were going to. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead, put some gas in it in case I need it for another night. 2 clips will push through a night, evidently. There we go. The rest can go into the saw. Stay close to the house. See, I haven't barricaded these windows because I don't stash up into these rooms. So, like, if they get in through here, get in through there, and go all the way around, it's like, I'm less concerned about that. I could certainly repair this well, and I think, ooh, the blocks. There's nothing there, asshole. You think there's something there? I could definitely repair that saw, that well. However, I don't really see a purpose at this point, because this is probably one of my last days at this very specific hideout. Which alludes to the fact that there's multiple hideouts, which I already know, because the YouTuber just made it to the second hideout and he quit. So, I'm not going to put the full thing of gas in here. 2 pips, 3 pips. We'll go up to 3 pips, and then run it 3 times. Yep, and get some pipes. Which I will then go ahead and wrap all the way around and bring inside, since time's still frozen. And stash them away for further use. And I'll put up the gas can too, because it does me no good to carry that around and have that occupy to the side. Okay, put boards up. I like to keep a couple boards on my person just in case I need to emergency barricade. Put up the scrap metal. Okay, that's looking like our inventory. Oh no, put up the gas. That's looking like our inventory, knowing full well we're going to use up the 2 semi-used torches. Oh, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and upgrade the workbench, right? Okay. So now we can see some new items that we can make. A gas bottle, a single shot pistol, which just requires scrap metal and a pipe. I think its pipes are really expensive. A Molotov cocktail, which you can either make with gas or with alcohol again. A lantern. Bear traps. So there's some things we can make. It's gotten a little bit better. If I go to upgrade items, I upgrade the board with nails. I can either increase its durability, which requires a pipe, inflict more damage, which requires more nails than I have, or attacks use less stamina, which needs 2 pipes and tape. Okay, so the nails is possible. In fact, the trader hasn't left yet. Let's go buy a chunk of nails, and we'll upgrade my weapon before we go off. So, what are you guys' initial impressions of the game? Kind of boring, kind of interesting? You like the atmosphere? You don't like the atmosphere? Perspective driving you nuts? What parts do you like? What do you not like? Because from a developer standpoint, I really like a lot of the different shit they did with this game. I really do. I feel like they put maximum effort into it. By 20 euros. 200 respect remaining. Upgrade item. Can you upgrade bear traps, or is it just showing I can make that stuff? I think it's just showing I can make that stuff. More nails. Yeah, so it doesn't tell us how much more damage it inflicts now, but it tells us that we inflict a little bit of extra damage. That's good. And we're ready to venture off. So we are going to go follow the path to the burnt house, cut straight east, get to the entrance to the silent forest, and hopefully make it through there. Just not toady. That doesn't mean anything to me. So I am drinking alcohol, so I gotta go to the bathroom. But I'll keep it real quick, and we're good to go after that, I think.
Yesterday and you got dirty. Sorry, bud.
I definitely could have paused my game before I left. Okay, here we go. We are gonna hold the board of nails as we go. And our intentions were to follow that Ooh, there's like a dodge button. The control makes you step back quickly. Interesting. You know what? There's also a secondary attack, which I've never seen. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it does. Let's take a look at that right quick. Secondary attack, we have set as X. So if I press X, no, I can't. Oh, so you don't hold it. It uses the majority of your stamina, but it's a faster attack. Interesting. Maybe not the most useful thing for me, considering it uses the majority of my stamina. Not a big fan of that. I like having stamina. You'll notice I don't sprint until I'm out of stamina. Like this, not the way I navigate. Okay. Here we go. We're underway. Once more, I am following the path because it reduces the stamina drain when you're on the path. Also, the path leads straight to a burnt house, which we're using for van navigation purposes, using it to indicate where we are on the map so we can find the entrance to it. What's this? It's meat. I don't need it. To the entrance to the Silent Forest. Go. Okay, straight east from the burnt house. Bit of a shake to my camera. Maybe that's a side effect of being like out of breath. Cool. So, there we go. I think this is where we can start working our way through the wood. So as I walk through this woods, I hear footsteps of other people around me. It's not my footsteps, trust me, I checked. It's a very creepy touch, I kind of like it. Don't love it, but I kind of like it. It's good at being unsettled. Okay, that's the corpse of the bug. Go ahead and grab its shell this time. Maybe I can stack a few, maybe I can get a different shell. It's worth some sort of money to someone. Great search. Ooh, it's not locked. I actually get to investigate this crate. Gasoline? Gasoline. Okay, so we are going to take this gas. Replace the bandages dangerously. I'm not going to leave my bandages. Go ahead and grab everything. Rags so we can make more bandages. I'm going to put some gasoline in this drink. I'm not going to fill it all the way. I think it depends. I kind of want 2 pips. Because I'm going to use it as a light source. So I don't have to hold the torch. There we go. Leaves me with very little left. Basically, an inconsequential amount. Bandages. Okay, I think we are as ready as we get. Let's flip this Jenny on. And here we go. This place is infested with something toxic. Find a way to get rid of it. You know what? I kind of caught on to that. Tons of rags, some matchsticks, useful stuff. So it seems like this house is gonna, with wood, this house is gonna give us what we needed to make torches. So we didn't actually have to go all the way home, because it seems like it's gonna provide us. Bit unfortunate, I already took the route home. This corpse or skeleton in the middle of this infestation. It's like darkness, it's like a swarm of bugs, and you can kill it with fire. I earlier got a Molotov cocktail. You can certainly throw a Molotov cocktail at it, but obviously consumes your Molotov cocktail. I feel like that's a bit of a waste of a resource that's rather rare. We've only seen one thus far. This is actually outside right now. torch went out. Okay, we knew that was going to happen. We're going to put that other half-damaged torch there. Do I not have bandages? I felt like I had bandages. I must not have grabbed them from that container. I meant to. I might have dropped them on the ground. So there's bandages back there, but I have enough resources to make a couple, so I'll just make a couple. Oh shit, I stepped through the fucking black shit and put into the ground. So this area is dark, which tells me that something spooky is gonna happen back here. Something is floating inside. The skin looks to be quite thin. Maybe I could puncture or pierce it or something. So it's a fucking egg, is what you're telling me. Fuck. Search. Embryo. Disgusting. I eat it. Torch. This torch is about to run out any second. So I'm gonna run back to the light right quick, so I can kind of see. And because it's actually so close, it's basically unimportant. Let me just drop this, not the bandages. I'm gonna literally just drop this on the ground and replace it with our brand new torch. Worst case scenario, if we need a little bit of extra torchlight, we know where to find it. Okay. There's a hole in this wall, and that's the room where that chair was moving. As such, I'm grabbing a weapon. Something's inside here. There's a corpse. Oh shit, there's a person in the corner. Oh my god. That was more than half of my health, asshole. Oh my god. He's whooping my ass. Turn these guys. See what we can do in here. If I can escape, I'm gonna use some bandages. See if we can give that a second. See if that'll heal me up. Here it comes. First death, boys. You know what? I'm gonna try to swing away again. Up into the forest. Fuck. And there I lie. First death, boys. Okay. And I wake up in the middle of my house. Time is not frozen. Time is ticking. What did we lose? Well, we lost the embryo. We lost half of our... No, we used that. We lost some just general resources that we had picked up off the ground. I obviously have nothing to cook. One moment, I'm checking the baby.
And I pump every 2 hours. It's like, I can't. And I cook. It's like, frustrated because I don't get any time. Because I have to review everything I just fucking did. Like, over and over again.
Yeah, I'm sure this music's be bumping on Bluetooth now. Yeah, she's stressed. So, in what way is this a combination of Modern Warfare and Fortnite? I see that.
No.
Not at all, guy. I mean, I like your optimism. You're talking about the game. I guess that's what matters. So, do I do like a death run right back to that house? Try to make it in today so I can hopefully kill the son of a bitch and get some of my shit back? Or how many planks do I have? I always press the wrong button. How many planks do I have? I have 5 planks and 20 nails. I'm dropping them on the ground so I can pick them back up. Because if I go out there and I die again,
You're dirty. You're dirty.
clip it. I might. Don't tempt me. So if I go out there and I die again, I lost the Molotov cocktail. I was going to throw it at him. So if I go out there and I die again, at least I don't lose the ability to barricade myself in for the night. Because obviously that's what my life depends on.
No.
Okay. I did not.
She's outside. She's outside. I just knocked. She's outside. I know it's probably
Okay. So YouTube Live has this feature where after you're done streaming, it immediately gets posted as a video, which was hell when my stream wasn't working. Now that it's working, even though it's only 30 FPS and it's 720p instead of what I would prefer, which is 1080p, and my recording was 60 frames per second, 1080p, I'll go ahead and post it. I might cut out these brief interludes where I'm going to the bathroom and whatnot, to very minimal editing, but still, it's basically free content, right? Because I was going to play the game anyway, so. I continue straight east. Hopefully get a rematch with whatever the fuck that was. Die to it again. I did get a whack on it, but only one. Its reach is so much further out. Dude, I don't have time for you. Come here. Come here. Put you out of your misery. Come here. God damn it, you damaged my plank by half. You damaged my plank by half. Fucking butt. Hopefully half of a plank is enough to finish off this guy. This thing. This thing that holds a bow staff. Generator's still running. How much fuel does it have left? Less than 1 pip. Fuck. Where are you at? You know, if I brought a chain trap, I could have clamped that motherfucker's leg down. It's an old torch. The worst part of just not knowing where he hid, where he went to. Do I just collect my shit up off of the ground? Embryo, shell, rags, matchstick, Molotov. Let's see if I have enough time to put the Molotov on my inventory in place of the torch. I don't know how to throw, but maybe I can figure it out. Fuck. Amongst all my problems, I think it's almost nighttime. Let's see if he returned to his lair. Let's see if he went back here. Dude gonna show me his hands fast as fuck, I swear. Oh, this isn't even how you get over there. I'm wasting time. Wasting daylight. Literally. No? Is that how you get it? Oh, see? Look at me wasting time. I'm so turned around. Here we go. Where are you hiding, motherfucker? I don't have time for your bullshit. Come back. Yeah, that's what I thought. What? It started searching that thing instead of... Okay. Whack. Half up. Whack. One hit. Oh. He stuns me every time he hits me, so I can't swing. We killed each other. Clip that, dude. Clip that. Oh my god. Okay. So I traded lives with him. And, do I have enough time to go there and get that Luke? Wow. Yeah, Luke, you get that workout in. Pump it louder. Come on, don't stop. Just keep it going. Move it. Yeah, and once again, it took my resources again. Do I have enough time to run out there? Like, I'm not so sure. Because now I've died twice. That's like a major time sink. Major time sink. I guess if you don't believe in yourself, what do you believe in? Sprint over there. Make sure we get on this pass. So I was able to kill him, but he beat the living crap out of me, man. So there's a delay when he does swing between his next swing. So I guess ideally you'd step within his range, you'd do the back step to dodge it, and then you'd run in and whack a doodle on him. But that's so much easier said than done. I'm so gonna try to kill this rabbit. And never stand a chance. I'm sure I could throw the Molotov cocktail at it and hit it. Molotov cocktail rabbit. Don't even have to cook it. It's already cooked. Smells like burning hair. Get it, punny. Okay. I'm wasting so much time. 2 deaths. See? So if I put it on hardcore, right? That's my first death. That's my first 2 deaths. What if there's only 3 lives? Like, I mean, I learned a lot from the encounter. I know how to deal with those bow staff guys, the maniacs with the crazy long reach. But just because you know how to handle them doesn't mean you can handle them, especially flawlessly. Like, what if there's 2 of them? What if they come from opposite directions? And every time they hit you, it unreadies your weapon. So even if you were about to get that smack on them, you lose that capability. You don't get the smack. This generator is about to go out. Do I have enough? My vision's changed color. I don't have enough time to put more gasoline in it and enjoy its light. I have to grab my shit and get back. Grab my shit, get back. Where did I die? I died in there. Build it from there. Dude, here's the backpack. Lockpick, rag, bow staff, embryo. Is that even really worth doubling all the way back here for? Alcohol, some pills, memory stack. Fuck, well, it's almost nighttime. I have to sprint home, boys. I have to sprint home. I have to get there. I have to pick up the board and nails. I have to barricade that door all before it becomes night. I must return to my house before night. You don't say. So I am going to access my inventory. My shit I had to restore it anyway, just so I can add a torch to my equipment, so that maybe I can light the torch and not die from it being too dark in that tiny time span. We'll see. I have never seen a YouTuber out this late, so this is about to be a new experience for me. but it's not really one I wanted. It's not really the one I wanted. Let's get to that path. Get to that path. I need the stamina reduction. I need the stamina reduction. Alright, Luke, work out to the thought that your best friend's dying. Because that's literally what's happening. It's too dark. Enter the night. Disturbed. It's either a dog or the moose over there. Killed some of the dogs. I want to say it was the dog, but it probably was. The path's getting hard to see. I'm out of stamina. So there are pills that give you, I don't want to say infinite stamina, but more stamina. And this is definitely its purpose. But I didn't have the forethought of grabbing them and consuming them. I am shitting myself, boys. I am shitting myself. I can't get into my house from this direction. I have to run all the way out and around. Come on, let's get there. I don't have time to move the bookshelf. I don't. Close the door. Close the door. Thank you. Pick up shit. Pick up shit. Oh, the generator's off. The generator's off, boys. The generator's off. This is how we die. This is how we die. Move. Close that door. Barricade. No, don't damage my own door. Fuck. Barricade. Weapon. Oh my god. These first couple nights are forgiving, boys. These first couple of nights are forgiving. I should be dead. There is no way in hell I should be alive right now. Like, I do not deserve the breath coming through my lungs presently. So I'm gonna move the bandages out, place the staff there, just because I only have like a whack or two left with my plank. I just heard a door open inside my home. And then close. At least they have manners. They closed the door after they opened it. I'll actually repair this weapon. There we go. This way it can last more hits. Because if you remember, I upgraded it. So it should be formidable. Did you guys see how much gasoline was in that generator? Did I put that extra gasoline in the generator last night? Or this morning? Are my lights gonna turn out tonight? This is anxiety. This is what Lucas feels at all times. So there's dogs barking outside, but there's like a distortion to it.
I'd get you something to eat, and then you just went in the fridge and grabbed yourself something.
This is gonna be the last night for a moment. We're gonna set up in the morning, but then we're gonna cut stream before the next day and start the time, so I can take care of some things. And I should be able to stream about another hour later if you guys can make it. But we're gonna break it. Stuff. That door opened again. And closed again. They're just opening and closing my doors. Up there goes the jet. Or not. There goes the jet. There. Okay. I do have a torch if the lights go out, so I won't die just from the pure darkness. But the thing is, holding a torch, I'm not holding a weapon. So the dogs barking outside are gone, but there's still this distortion. I don't know how much picks up on the stream. So. Now would be a great time to read from my journal. See how his arm reaches back and through the wall? I'm like afraid something's gonna whack me through the wall. Come. Oh, who said that? I was like in the center of my room. Oh, come to me. So that he can like throw his voice. We're fighting a ventriloquist. I can already hear daylight. How did we live through this night? Heard a door open. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. I should have died tonight. This should have been the end of everything. It would have been 3 deaths in 1 day. I would have had them installed again from pure shame. Day 6. Okay. So here's the thing, right? It just popped up and said auto-saving, that's cool. It occurs to me that even if I go ahead and prep for the day's events before I turn it off, I'm pretty sure when I reload, it's going to start at the beginning of the day regardless. So in that sense, there's basically no purpose in prepping. I don't see any purpose in it, at least. Our window's still barricaded. They're not even damaged. This door is probably damaged, but I'm the one that damaged it. So that door is actually barricaded. I barricaded that door and this door when I was choosing where I was going to hide, because I thought about hiding in this small ass room. The mindset there being 2 entrances as opposed to 4. But I also thought there's no room to maneuver. So if it's a dog, if I need to dodge the dog's attack, I'm not dodging that shit. So we're going to go ahead and end stream here, and hopefully we'll do another night or 2 later tonight. If not, I'll do Call of Duty or something. I'm going to do something. But for now, we need to get some shit done and take advantage of this time off of work. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. You guys mean the world to me. The support you guys offer is unparalleled. I will be talking to you guys, so go ahead and message me and whatnot. But so it ends.
I don't think so.